show.
Stop
The
pushing
dads
me
are
out of the.
fighting.
Hey, I'm in the show.
Hi, everybody.
See this? There's a gap here for a reason. It's to separate the space.
Oh my
Welcome
god.
to our PSA on personal space.
Jake's here.
Hi, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
I look through my magic wand and
Hey,
I see
Alex.
Jake.
Hey, Jess.
And I
Jess.
see
Hey, Jess.
Alex. Romp Room. Did you ever watch it as a kid? Or you're too young?
Yeah, I was too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Romp Room. I think it's Canadian too.
Sounds
I don't
like
think they had it.
sounds
here.
like something that.
It's like Mr. Dress Up. Did you have that?
No,
Jeez, how
these sound like
fucking old
weird
am I?
OnlyFans channels.
What about the one
Both
with
me
the
and
little
Stephanie
puppet
don't
and the
speak old.
Colonel Sanders guy? Was
Who?
that Mr. Dress Up?
We don't speak.
Mr.
And the
Rogers.
little
Literally
train came by.
Had the weirdest
Mr.
childhood.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers.
No,
He-
Mr. Rogers. I know that one. Oh, he's like a short guy with white hair, mustache, and he had Casey and Finnegan with the puppets.
Nope. You're talking about Nolan North? I don't know.
So I had a
Uncle
whole
Nolly?
different childhood than you guys. did.
Yes, and that
Yeah.
explains a lot.
Captain? No.
Captain Planet? No.
No. No. I
With
can't
our
remember.
I
powers
wish I had
combined.
like live gifs of like loading symbols and shit while you two talk.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll find some. I'll find some and put that in so that maybe when you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are talking, I'll just put like a live
just
loading symbol.
Yeah, still contemplating whether or not we're going to start this show.
Yeah.
I was going to call in sick today once I found out what we were doing.
It's the new
Oh.
Spider-Man trailer.
Yes!
I'd rather do that.
I love Spider-Man.
You like Spider-Man more than Ant-Man, and I know how much you hate Spider-Man. Thank God there's not a Spider-Man poster behind you for all the pundits to shit on you
It's
about.
like
how
someone
much-
in the back of Marvel's going, "We need to print some more money. What do we got?
Yeah.
All right,
well,
bring Ant-Man up. Let's go."
Yeah, bring in Paul Rudd, the sexiest man
Kevin.
alive.
Paul
pretty
Rudd
good-looking
is the
dude.
sexiest man alive for sure.
He
though. Like,
is.
look at
He
him.
is.
We got voted that, didn't he?
Yeah,
It was
He's
a vote.
amazing.
Although
He doesn't
Kang has
age.
given him a
It's
run for his
wild.
that's true. Jonathan Majors, buddy. And we're not gonna watch. We haven't watched this trailer yet. But if you watch the new Creed trailer, Jonathan Majors and the dude is jacked. Like
really?
like a shit brick. Like I mean, holy shit, this
Better
dude
than
is
us?
ripped. I mean, no, it's slightly better than you, but definitely way better than me. I mean, wow, I've never seen.
Yeah.
Like if that guy was next to me, I would just run away. I would just be terrified because I would like he could like just crush me with his two fingers and my head would explode. That's
with
how.
kindness, probably.
Yeah, with kindness. Yeah, I hear he's the nicest dude for sure. No. Oh, god damn it! Turn off the. It's so loud in my ears. Can you guys hear that?
No, we can hear
yeah.
it through your headphones.
Good to announce
though.
our new show with that music.
You gotta turn it. You gotta turn it way down, buddy. Why do we give you this?
Every time I say it, Steph laughs.
And then you gotta make it
just
so
love
that
how-
it's there. It's, now it's live. If you do it now, other people will hear it, not just us.
Oh really? Will it?
Yeah. Hey, you hear that?
On CouchSoup, we're announcing a new show on OnlyFans. No.
Keep your sock puppet idea to yourself.
Yeah, don't say it. People are going to steal it before
Yeah.
I get it up and be famous with it. All right, here we go.
Back to
All right.
Ant-Man.
Really? We didn't avoid
Apparently
that?
so.
You want to do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Apparently.
Talk about it, Drew.
Yeah, well, okay. So this is starting Phase 5 of the
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Universe. What the fuck is that?
That's my phone.
Why do you have so many notifications up, and they're all in my ears?
it's
Like
my
it's like
daughter.
ringing. Hit decline. Oh my god! Can you guys hear that?
I can't.
Just decline it from
No,
your
we
phone.
can't hear it. Thank God.
Oh,
Hi, Zoe.
we're live.
Zoe,
we're
we're
on doing a
live.
show.
We're literally live on YouTube.
Poor Zoe's like, don't do it, Dad. Dad, don't. Dad.
You
No.
answered the phone.
What'd you say, sweetie?
On a live show.
No. No.
That's all we hear in the microphone. It's
sounds
like,
That's not true.
It's like the
No,
Peanuts. Wah, wah, wah,
yeah, that's
wah,
it
wah,
exactly.
I love you.
Yeah,
Bye.
it's like the Peanuts phone call.
wah, wah, wah.
Well, I shouldn't have stopped the show for that. It was my daughter. I thought it was something important.
I mean,
It's
You
okay,
had a
was
daughter.
it?
You would understand. No, she thought someone ding-dong ditched the house and was they were tricking her and wanted to confirm with me, said that I chased the kid down the street. It is something I would have done, but I did not do. So,
ding dong ditched.
you know that term? Do you know that term?
Yeah.
I've never heard that term, but I know what you're talking about, obviously. But I've never heard that called like that. But it's nice.
I
The
know.
alliteration is fun. I'm glad we made this into.
So, we're going to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special?
No. I haven't. Which
All right, let's get back into Ant-Man.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So, what do you say? This is the
phase
fifth
five.
one?
Well, this is the third Ant-Man film, and this is starting Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is the kickoff to like a new little series of films for the next 2-3 years. I don't fucking know how
What
the
was
phases
Phase
work.
4?
They just
Phase 4
work.
was all the TV show?
Phase 4 was the aftermath of Avengers leading into now. So the last movie was I don't
Spider-Man?
remember Wanda. Yeah,
So they're doing this by saying they're peeled off into some other quantum universe.
Yeah,
thanks
well,
to Infinity Wars.
I
right.
see.
So yeah. So this is like I think Ant-Man has always been like the fun, like quirky, kind of like smaller scale. Like the first movie was like him battling. It was like a corporate film, like, oh, he's gonna steal my invention, and like, it was like him.
That's original.
And it took place in a bedroom. Like the final battle took place in like a train set in a bedroom. And the second movie was a little bit bigger, a little bit more scope, but still pretty contained. Like the threat was really only to him and his family. It doesn't. There's no like we're gonna destroy the universe kind of scale where like all the other films, like you have like the Eternals where like the world could end.
Sure.
This is Ant-Man's always been very like contained. This seems like a little bit different. I think we're gonna get introduced to Kang the Conqueror, who has been leaked to be known as the big bad, the Thanos of this series of films. So Kang the Conqueror makes his first big screen appearance. He's kind of introduced in Loki. Bear with me, buddy. Bear with me. And then we're gonna get a little family fun adventure romp, I think. Maybe
It's like a calculus
but maybe
test.
with bigger stakes.
Okay, sure.
Are you an Ant-Man fan?
I do. Here's the deal.
I like him.
Yeah, I think it's sort of. I like the small scaleness of it for the most part, and I like Paul Rudd. He's so
like Paul
affable.
Rudd.
It's hard not to like the guy's so cares. I think he actually the levity he brought to the Avengers films was just so welcome. Like he was really the comedic relief of at least the second film for sure.
They're doing more and more of that. Guardians of the Galaxy started that. I mean, the last Thor was practically a comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It made so much fun of itself. I didn't even know if it was real.
It's so true. It's a little bit
Yeah.
almost too self-aware.
Yeah.
Taika
Yeah, a little
Waititi
bit,
is.
yeah.
So let's see what this one is. Someone got a trailer to show us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch the trailer. I mean, do you guys have any thoughts on Ant-Man? Have you guys have you three seen the films?
I've
Seen the
I've seen the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Right? It's Ant-Man and then Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wow, we are prepared
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I've seen both of them. I thought
Who
it was great.
picked this one?
Is that one was good?
Drew did.
Sorry, my
Sorry.
phone is ringing. I'm not going to answer.
Go ahead, Steph. Sorry. What were you just saying?
Oh no, I'm excited. I've been watching like pretty much all of Phase 4 content. So I'm curious to see because I feel like we've kind of been on the edge. Like I feel like before with Avengers and everything, like we were being led along. So now I feel like we're in that point. Like okay, this is like the serious stuff, quote unquote. Like we're getting it's like the thick of it essentially. So I don't know. I'm excited.
Let's see it. Let's show
Alright.
it.
Watch it.
Let's play it.
Play the damn thing.
All right, pressing play. And oh wait. Yeah, that's fine. In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it starts
These
out
guys raise
lovely.
a lot of
San
questions.
Francisco.
Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an
It's like an
Avenger?
SNL skit.
That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Canadian.
New haircut.
That's why we made this. It's like a satellite for deep space, but quanta.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm. Turn it off.
Dun, dun.
Now!
This is all a big bad idea, lad.
Yeah.
Wow. Brilliant.
Little Elton John.
It's pretty.
That's cool.
Whose daughter's that?
I did get a
Ant-Man.
suit. I'm sure that's up.
No, in real life.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a secret universe
Oh, that's
beneath
pretty.
ours.
What are you so afraid of?
There's something I never told you.
I'm not your mother.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It isn't what you think.
It's an army.
Wait, what? In the tiny quantum realm?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, little cantina action.
I'm
Bill
gonna get you
Murray
When did this become Star Wars?
I know, right?
more time.
and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And Stranger... What?
If you help me.
Oh, cool. Gang.
So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
You got my name right.
Hate that title.
Why is the way that font was presented was giving me real Jumanji vibes?
It bothered me.
Yeah.
It bothered me.
No?
Oh, really?
Did anybody? Yeah. I don't know if it's maybe
Yeah.
just the light behind it or something, but it's the way. I don't know. I don't know.
it
Something
like
about this giving
Quantumania
me-
font?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie's feeling it. I don't know why that's
Oh,
giving
really?
me Jumanji vibes.
Like the way it
Somebody
came
explain
in,
that to
or
me in
just
chat.
the way it looks?
No, the way it looks.
Oh,
I think
okay.
maybe it's because
Interesting.
of the outline and the way the light is coming from behind it. I don't know.
You know, this show is called Trailer Talk. You aware of
confused.
that?
I am.
And we watch trailers, and you know,
We do.
We tend to judge the movie and not the trailer.
True.
But as a trailer, I want to watch that movie.
It's pretty good, right?
I mean, I'm like,
was a
that
solid
gave me
trailer.
so many. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Like that made me want to watch that, and I have no intentions of watching that movie.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it now.
That was
That was a
solid.
damn good trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My initial reaction was like, what I really think is interesting, like this Ant-Man, like that last few scenes where Jonathan Majors is like asking Ant-Man a question, is like, is like, what's your decision? Like, this feels like it has stakes. Like, this feels like, like there could be a choice here where he's got to choose between his life or not, or more time. He's like, he uses the word, you can have more time, which is like more time with his family, you're assuming, right? Like, there's a choice to be made here, and I think that's very interesting. There's also another interesting note where it starts out with like people calling him Spider-Man. He doesn't really have respect. He's kind of like the funny guy, and then Jonathan Majors is like giving him like, you're Ant-Man. He's calling him by his like, name. So there's some real subtle, interesting notes here that, which is cool. I'm digging. Like, I'm digging the darker tone of this
Yeah.
initially.
Michelle Pfeiffer's
Yeah.
lines were a little on the nose.
Yeah,
They were a little
I mean, it's a
expositional.
super.
Yeah.
I was impressed, ladies.
Same. I didn't know when Ant-Man became Star Wars, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's such a weird vibe. I love the fact that the trailer starts off kind of funny and hip and peppy and like Paul Rudd vibes, and then it kind of gets, like you say, like kind of real serious with this like message to the quantum realm, and they all get sucked in. I'm liking that it's gonna be like, it seems like some of this film is gonna be about the interpersonal relationships in the family, like with the Pym family, and then also with his daughter, and I think that's really cool. I like that. I think that's cool that she's kind of gone into physics as well, and it looks good.
All in the game's got some good comments in the chat. Nice stuff. One thing though that he does bring up, and I got a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy vibes with the soundtrack and
Yeah.
the color
Sure.
and the camera angles on the walk, and you know what I mean. Gunn changed things when he did Guardians of the Galaxy. They so underestimated him.
Yeah, I do feel that the quantum realm feels a lot like you're in space, like another world, right? Versus like a quantum realm. I don't know. The previous versions of like what the quantum realm looked like didn't look like this, so this is interesting how they've like kind
Yeah.
of redone that. What are your thoughts, Steph?
No, I agree. And I was trying to think too, because I can't remember where Scott was stuck for all those years.
He was in the
Was
quantum
he in the
realm.
quantum?
He was
That's
stuck-
what I
the
thought.
quantum realm.
So I'm curious too to see, because I'm blanking on her name. Crap. Michelle Pfeiffer's character was also in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yes.
curious too, like how their ties are with this realm going into this, because it's new to me that there's a world down there and there's other people, and that Kang is living in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Somewhere.
Jumanji vibes. You know what I mean?
Maybe even like the Scarlet Witch. I don't know. There's like red
Oh, really?
lights.
So
In
it's in
some
the quantum
portion.
realm. The quantum realm is a dimension in the multiverse. Lang got stuck in the realm after the event of Avengers Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So in between the end of Endgame, when he gets the snap, he's stuck in the quantum realm because they can't pull him out because everybody else got snapped away, and then he is released somehow. I'm still here. Yeah, you have no infinity gauntlet, sir. But time didn't seem to pass for him. Like that felt like an instant for him, whereas Michelle Pfeiffer's character felt like she spent a long time down there. So I don't know. Obviously, time stops in some way in the quantum realm, and we don't quite know how time works there. Obviously, it could be some sort of like mumbo jumbo, like what they did in Endgame, where it's like you can time travel, or time can pass depending on how you enter.
If you could time travel, would you go into the past or the future?
The future for sure. Yeah.
Really, I want to go to the past and straighten out a few things.
Changing the course of history.
And I'd like to get a few facts straight.
What I have a feeling I wouldn't be a part of those few things. I'd be like, I'm going to get rid of Drew.
I would never get rid of you. I would never get rid of you.
Yeah.
Want to hug it out?
Yeah.
Aw, guys.
The future, though, would scare me too much. Yeah.
Would you
live in the future or live in the past? By the way, if I got into the quantum realm, I'd be like, can I buy a house here? Like, where can I stay? Like, bartender, I need a job.
Yeah,
What
it
do you
looks
got?
a pretty cool
come
place.
on.
Does look
Yeah,
cool.
looks
Some
really
cool
good.
Does look really
aliens.
If a
cool.
spaceship landed and said, hey, come to my world, would you go?
Oh, yeah.
I'd go in a heartbeat.
Well,
would you leave your family?
Well, could I come back?
No.
Oh, yeah. I have to come back.
Well, you couldn't go back because if you left, they'd have to do some sort of light
yeah,
travel.
well,
right?
yeah.
So
They'd
if
have
they
like a
got anywhere
bubble
close
and
to the
time
speed
wouldn't
of light,
pass.
yeah.
Warp
the
drive
loading
thing.
symbol.
Ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go. I'd take
Yeah.
my family with me. I'd just say, hey, come on, we're going to the grocery store.
Haha, butt probe. Space.
The new frontier.
Yeah. Bill Murray is in this. Random.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Sure. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously it's comedy. I mean, it's fun.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say I love Bill Murray anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's
I think you can.
he's on the edge of the cancel cliff.
Fuck it. I still love Bill Murray.
I've always loved him. Good guy. Good.
I don't know. I
good
mean,
actor.
there's not much to go off of within this trailer for him.
Yeah.
It's just one shot, so I have no idea. I think my thing is that I don't want stuff to get too stuck in the comedy. Like I do want kind of, I don't know, because I feel like they can roll a bunch of jokes in, but I feel like I'm here more for like the action and like a little bit of comedy.
Okay.
But I just I like Thor, but I think like there's too much not seriousness.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jake says Bill Murray is there for reasons, quote unquote. What are the reasons, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, they don't really know. The IMDb, he's listed as Krylar. I don't know if that means anything. I have a feeling so. Like Michelle Pfeiffer's probably pretty key to this storyline. Obviously, she spent a lot of time down there. She's kind of warning, like, don't go in there. There's shit there. You don't want to go in the beginning.
And
then
something I didn't tell you.
she said something I didn't tell you. So I mean, Bill Murray could just be a past acquaintance, maybe a lover. I don't. She was down there for a long time.
I'm your father.
Yeah.
Ants man.
Yeah. Oh no. So I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously he's there. He's gonna crack a joke. I mean, you don't hire Bill Murray.
I'm presently surprised, and I love the colors in the universe.
Looks
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, it
I
looks
I
like
wonder
really cool.
what that would look like in one of those boards, where they do all the lines. What's that called?
Oh, I think you're talking about a movie palette.
A movie palette.
Ooh.
The colors on that one, like look
Movie
at that,
palette,
you know,
say?
it's
This
yellow, blue.
movie would make a good movie palette.
It would.
But you know what would also make a good movie palette?
Oh.
Bam!
Let me guess. Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so pretty. Oh.
Damn.
Can you guys guess which movie?
Oh.
Come on. Which Star Wars movie? Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
The first one.
Anybody?
It works.
Fourth one.
No, that would be A New Hope.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
Says it right there.
I wasn't gonna say because I almost thought that
cheated.
one.
I
Does
can't.
have
We
that-
can't
does
see
have
But
that.
it does look like it. What's
It's
this? What's
so
that orange
pretty.
one?
That would
red.
right here.
That's
Yeah.
when they're fighting. That's like when they're, that battle in Empire Strikes Back.
That battle. So that's probably when they're entering Cloud City because of all the orange clouds, like the hues of the
Oh,
cloud
right.
when they're entering Cloud
If
City.
I wanted to get one of those, Drew, how could I do that?
Well, all you got to do is go to moviepalette.com. This episode is sponsored by moviepalette.com. And you go there, you get a cool...
Here, I'll hold it for you.
Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. It's basically a place for film nerds like us, right? You go there, every movie you could ever imagine is there, and they have a movie palette like this. They've taken taken like frame by frame and pulled out a color, made this really cool thing. Guys, this is gonna look awesome as a gift. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my wife we spent hours on the thing, and we're like, oh, you know who'd be really cool? You know who loves that movie? Let's get that person for Christmas or for the holidays. It seems like a no-brainer. It's a great conversation starter. You're gonna put this up on your wall. People are like, what's that? And be like, holy shit, that's my favorite movie of all time. That's Empire Strikes Back.
But I don't want to pay full price.
You don't want to pay full price? Well, we got good news for you there too. Good segue. Movie Palette gave us a sweet discount. So if you go to moviepalette.com and you find your favorite movie and your painting, and you enter Red Bear 15 at checkout, you will get 15% off your purchase. They're already having a pretty great deal, so you're going to get this discount on top of that great deal. I forget what the deal is right now. I think they have like almost like another percentage, like a 30 or 40% off going on right now. So for the holiday season. Oh, it's a little out of focus because of our camera, but that looks, see how good that looks, guys, on that gray wall? That looks dope.
Yeah, I have
that looks
really
dope.
good.
Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Return
This is
of
pretty good.
So I just need to mount it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Mine's mounted. It's really high.
I want them bigger though.
They make bigger ones. That's like a
do.
medium size, I think. And they have
Yes.
different like scales and
And they have smaller ones too. So if
smaller.
you want
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, they do.
then a little smaller.
It's
or
pretty
TV
cool.
shows. They also
I was
have a few
gonna
TV
say
shows on there.
they have some TV shows on there, like like season 4 of Stranger Things. I thought that was really cool. Like you can get the
Yeah.
whole season, and yeah, that's
It was just red and black.
I might get Andor. That the color on that show
Oh,
looks great.
That would be really cool.
You know too. I think this would be good in like. You know what I like about Movie Palette? It's like I'm a nerd, but I don't want like a giant Star Wars poster in my living room. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Yes.
all that shit?
Well, that's not my living room, buddy. That's our studio. But you know, you're at home and you're like, I don't want to scream nerd.
No.
But this is like a nice subtle way of saying like, and then people
Yeah.
ask and they're like, oh shit, that's a movie, and they're like, oh no way. I don't know. It's really cool.
Yeah, I
Has
agree.
anybody said that yet
No, I
at your
agree.
house?
Yeah, all the time. I don't really have people over because they don't leave.
Don't let Miles tear at it. All right. Okay. Well, that's good. I
yeah.
like that. A Red Bear 15.
Red Bear 15.
What's the website?
Moviepalette.com. You get 15% off.
How do you spell palette?
PALETT.
You know I can't spell PJ.
No, you can't do math.
you
I
spell
can't do
it?
math or spell, but god damn it, go get this, check it out, and when you do get yours, come over to our community circle, and post an image of yours on circle. I want to
circle where, Drew?
on CouchSoup.com, and that's where our community resides. If you remember,
The only other thing we have to do today is say subscribe.
subscribe.
That's all we got to do.
Subscribe.
Like,
and
subscribe.
Yeah. So back
Have you hit
to
that like button?
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Actually, this movie would actually probably make a pretty fucking good movie palette. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
think
all
so,
that in the realm. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
shot well though.
Yeah.
Love the
It's
depth
super
of lighting.
colorful, yeah.
Everything. Look at that. Like just look at that. And it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, and I like that it has this kind of like 3D motion blur effect to it, and sort
Yeah.
of like you're like almost like the lens.
But this would be a good 3D movie. I'm surprised they didn't come out with like.
Yeah.
I've never been to a good 3D movie ever.
Oh, Avatar for sure was awesome. in
Oh,
3D.
Avatar was excellent.
I hate those. I see the glasses and I can
Cool.
see like I need a goggle, 3D goggles. That would be
You
better.
want a
Yeah.
VR helmet? Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a meme, and I can't not look at this movie now though, and not think about it, because I used to watch. Speaking of 3D, like Spy Kids 3D.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You are
And there
young.
was a meme, and it's basically like their suits are the same color, and I'm like, oh no, it's Spy Kids 3D but cooler.
That's true. They do. It does look a little Spy Kiddish, right? Like at the
Yeah.
end when they're all three standing there. She's like yellow, he's red, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she's got what, like a purple,
Yeah.
outfit.
So
Totally.
See, I'm not the only one that made fun of it.
That's funny. How do you guys feel about
Gorgeous.
Hero stance.
her haircut? I don't know what it is about her short hair. I don't know why Evangeline Lilly. It threw me off. That haircut just.
Do you
it
know
threw
how
me off
shallow
the first time
I
I
am?
watched it, but I like it. Like
Do you?
it's fine. It's a haircut. I don't
an
really
interesting
like.
choice.
It's not gonna make or break it. for
I'm
me.
one of
I
those
don't know.
people that honestly, Evangeline Lilly could go bald and wear a black plastic bag, and I would just think she's still the most beautiful woman. I just think she's
Totally.
stunning.
She is.
Yes, I think she's rocking the short hair. I love it. I think it's a really nice,
Really?
cool look. Yeah, I do like
I
it.
don't know.
I'm so shallow
offense
that
on it.
every girlfriend I ever had that cut their hair short, I broke up with them.
Really?
Yep.
If Evangeline Lilly
That is
was
pretty
going
shallow.
out with you though, and she cut her hair, you'd break up with her.
Yeah.
I might
I
have to.
wouldn't. Oh, Oh no.
I might have
Wow.
to.
Wow. Well, Evangeline,
Don't listen to
I
him,
don't think I'm that
Evangeline.
shallow.
I'll take you.
Yeah, exactly. All in the game says the short hair is comics accurate. That is true. She does have that kind
Who
of
said
more,
that? Thank you. All in the
nice.
game.
Yeah.
Get him on
Thanks
the
for
show.
all in the game.
That guy knows
Get
some
him
shit.
on the
Knows
show.
more than me.
Get on the show,
That's
bro.
true. If you're a member, you can actually call in and give us
Yeah.
your feedback. Come over to Riverside.
I'm excited because I feel like, I mean, Ant-Man, the last time we were going through like everything with Endgame and Infinity War with Thanos, like he was kind of the one, if I remember correctly, that maybe not. Maybe my mind's confusing because I just remember that scene of them doing the little test at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp and then him being stuck there. And so I feel like in this one, I think there's going to be a lot of damage from Kang's end. And I feel like this is also going to tie things together from Phase 4 and all the chaos that it was. Of just eclectic things. Like, it's just, I don't know.
I'm just curious to like, maybe I've just gotten like lore wrong or whatever in the last 2 films or whatever, but was Pym's particle just like fucking handed out somewhere at a festival once? Like try me samples and then people got stuck in the quantum realm? Like how's everybody there?
Yeah. No, that's a
Wouldn't
good
that be
question.
fun?
So apparently, I think the only way you can get into the quantum is through a Pym particle, which you have to be either fucking super smart, and it's actually pretty like hard to make, and it's like rare, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a rare. It's not. It's like hard to come by. And that's one way. And magic is the only other way that I think you can get into the quantum realm.
Right,
So
right,
there's
right,
a
right,
magical
right.
way you can enter.
Forgot
But
about the whole magic thing.
you go there and it's like there's like a thriving like world and with people and city and like there's like armies being built down there. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on down there? Yeah, to your point, it's like how are all these people? And so I wonder if there's. It looks like Kang. It looks like he's building an army down there. That looks kind of probably where he's building like what is it? Didn't he have like a city that he in the comics like a Chronoton or something? Kronos. I forget what the fuck
Oh, I
it's
think
called.
so.
And so because he can kind of live outside of time, right? Like so that he can then like appear and kind of like take over and be battle, and so like he can like pull technology too. So Kang's not like a superhero. He uses sort of like technology and his super intellect to kind of like overpower his enemies. So it kind of looks like that's the case, and he actually looks comic accurate too here. You see him all blue. And he comes out with he's got the kind of like that suit on, which is probably kind of like an Ant-Man suit, which allows him to traverse in and out of the quantum realm to kind of like do whatever he needs to do, kind of manipulate what's going on. I wonder even if there's like going to be a tie-in to Loki, like the TVA could live in the quantum realm because it was outside of time.
Yeah, it
Because
was.
everybody was kind of wondering like where does the TVA like exist?
Can you get in
That's
and out of these
true.
realms at will?
Oh, well, that's the thing. No, not without magic or
The
the
Pym
Pym particle. So Jonathan Majors is a scientist, Kang is a scientist, so he could just as easily probably invent the Pym particle as
As Pym.
Hank Pym, right? Is that yeah?
It's just
So Michael Douglas, God, I love Michael Douglas. I'm so happy they continue
Did you
to
ever
use
see him in the game?
Yeah,
great.
God,
dude,
such a good
everything Michael
movie.
Douglas is in is so good.
movie.
Yeah.
What was
I'm
that
such
one,
a
the
fan of his.
greedy one? Wall Street.
Wall
That was a
Street,
good one.
yeah.
But if there was there should be some sort of trade system between these universes. That's all I'm saying. There must be some cool stuff to get.
Oh yeah, right. It looks cool, like the cantina. I mean, it looks like there's like a.
it does
just
have
looks
a,
wild.
Yeah, it does have like definitely a
looks like a
Star
good
Wars
day
and
drinking place.
Guardians of the Galaxy element to it though.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
totally see that because it looks completely like another galaxy.
Wait,
you know,
Carl
it's
says that
another realm, so.
Kang is a descendant of Reed Richards.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. So
There was in the Doctor Strange movie too. Somebody commented because the way Reed Richards comes into the room, it's kind of like how the TVA opens like the door.
Did not see any
Essentially,
of
but his is
Loki
blue.
or Doctor Strange.
I like Doctor Strange.
So
I'm going to be
I
so
think-
lost in this.
do you
one.
think we could see Reed Richards in this?
you could maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he's the son, like descendant of like a few lines.
Is this a
down.
university course yet?
I mean, honestly, buddy, it is. But I honestly, I don't think you need to
guarantee you,
know
yes,
all
it
this
is.
to
No.
go into the movie. I'm just sort of giving you.
I know, but
context.
somebody's got it. Somebody must have it figured out. Like somebody must have that shit mapped.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all based on comics,
Kevin.
right? So it's all been
Yeah,
done.
Kevin Feige's
Now
got
they're
it.
just sort of taking the comics.
This is an
and
existing comic book.
parts of it, right? Like, so
Got it.
Kang is a comic book character. The quantum realm exists, and like these characters. I don't think these characters, like, you got the guy that kind of looks like a souped up Pixar lamp that kind of comes with his super stick, which is, he looks dope. I hope he shoots like a super fucking light ray out of his fucking face, because that's like the coolest fucking thing I've seen.
You know what I'm curious about? Mysterio. Whatever happened to him?
He's
He
not.
mysteriously disappeared.
He hasn't been introduced yet.
Like,
He's so mysterious. We don't even
I'm
know
waiting
about
for him to reappear. Like, he.
I don't. When you mean? Has he appeared?
No. Didn't he actually die? No, he disappeared at the end.
Oh,
of
Mysterio. Sorry, well, he
Jake
was the fake
Gyllenhaal.
Mysterio, right? Like, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, and
But
he died.
Wasn't Mysterio always like kind of like a fake?
Yeah.
Like he was just like a showman, so to speak.
Oh, maybe he didn't die. You're right, Jake. Sorry. Yeah, he was.
I don't know.
Mysterio's always kind of been like that, manipulative kind of like syndrome from The Incredibles. Like,
But I think
creates
in the
scenarios that he could save the world in.
He actually knows. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he actually knew magic. But it was sort of
Oh, I
like,
thought that
he
he
was
was
an illusionist. He was an illusionist.
Yeah, he was an
but-
illusionist.
But in the movie, it's sort of like he uses like the
Hollywood.
technology, like the
Yeah,
Iron Man
to make
technology.
illusions. He uses
to make
drones and
illusions. So it
stuff.
was
Yeah.
sort of, yeah. So he didn't really have a power, but I think in the comics he did. He was actually had magical powers. But
Maybe.
I don't know. I see like all like Kang's army. Like there's that shot, and you see like it's almost kind of like Star Wars reminiscent. You know, of all like the
yeah,
Everybody lined up
stormtroopers,
in
clone
the-
army.
and everybody,
Yeah,
or the clone army. Like
Yeah.
whenever you see them in the movie, like so that like their helmets and they're like there's like a blue orb. Like it just reminded me of Mysterio. I was like, Do you think he's kind of like doing like essentially like the same kind of thing that they did in Star Wars, like a clone? Like are those essentially?
yeah,
Like this shot
maybe.
here.
They all look the same, right? They all look like they
They
have
do.
some sort of blue face or blue helmet with like black, like the army shot. Yeah, they. You know what this reminds me of? I mean, who are my Stargate fans out there? Stargate, Atlantis. The ships kind of look like the Ori ships from Stargate because they had that kind of like center orb that powered the. They kind of would harness like a black hole, and that would kind of like power the ship. They kind of look like the Ori ships from Stargate Atlantis.
That's
That's true.
Or not Atlantis, Stargate SGU was the Ori. But it kind of reminds me of that. It's interesting. What?
Oh no.
That's Stargate.
PJ,
PJ's
did
bored.
the
They were
sound
laughing at
effect
you.
again. Oh, there it is.
What do you think about Cassie Lang? They've recast her as well.
Yep.
Cassie
They've
Lang.
got a new.
Hold on.
That's the daughter, right?
I thought just maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just thought she was older or something. I
Yeah,
don't mind
so-
the recast. I don't mind the recast because she wasn't super prominent in a previous film. She was in the previous film.
Yeah.
She just wasn't super prominent in them. And I don't mind a recast of character if they're not like the whole film's like about a protagonist or their love interest and they get recast. That kind of does mess me a little bit. I don't mind that they've recast. She looks great.
Yeah.
Can we watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special trailer?
No.
No,
talk
we
about
haven't set that up.
Ant-Man.
Google
talking
that on
about
YouTube.
Ant-Man.
No, there's so much here to unpack. I know I know you don't care, but people do. But people care. What about the director? Are you a fan of the director?
Well, he's got good credits and I like what he does. So he's done a lot of Star Wars stuff, right? TV stuff. Is that what I read?
I mean, he's done the previous Ant-Mans. He's done.
Who did all the Mandalorian stuff and all that, or was I reading that wrong?
No,
I
yeah,
told you
you're
I did
reading
not
that
prepare
wrong.
for this.
Yeah, you're reading that wrong.
Read.
Peyton Reed, yeah. Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean, not
character?
a super robust, but
Directed episodes of Star Wars
I
series
feel like
Mandalorian,
Stephanie's gonna love this. He directed Bring It On.
and he used the same stagecraft virtual production. So this is a
He
stagecraft
directed that?
setup.
Amazing. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that stagecraft. I want to build one right there. Can you imagine if we had a stagecraft set up right there?
I mean, we'd be Marvel would be calling us.
it'd be so cool.
Yeah, I guess so. I miss
Sure.
the practicalness
I do too.
of.
Sound like an old art director.
Yeah, I know. I do. I'm just, But I mean, how are you gonna do like the cool like that landscape shot of like the quantum realm without that, right?
That's true. How
I mean,
would you
costumes
do it? You'd have to.
could be.
You can't build that.
Nah.
I mean, it's just it is. What
I mean,
it
it has in this world. If you're going to do practical, the story has to allow it, like Dune did. right?
Yeah.
Like Dune,
Right.
it was easy to be practical there. It had that sort of barren, big walls, dunes kind of
Sand,
vibe, which
yeah,
was easier to do.
Yeah.
This, there's no way.
No, yeah, you're going to a
And
place
I like
that
that. I
doesn't
think the
exist
actors enjoy doing the StarCraft better than the green walls.
Right.
The
Oh,
blue box.
because they can see exactly.
There's a little bit more to interact with.
Yeah.
So I think that brings the quality of the acting up. In my opinion, I have nothing to compare it to, but if I was an actor, I would like to be able to have that, ooh, where am I kind of world. So,
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
Do you've watched more of the Mandalorian where they use that? Can you see it? Do you see it in the?
No, they do a good
do a
job.
really good job.
They do a pretty good job.
I noticed they kind of underlight the foreground.
Yeah.
The people in the foreground to
Yeah.
give it that backlit kind of vibe.
It actually like they use it in Star Trek, the Strange New Worlds too, and they do it pretty well. I was watching this behind the scenes shot where it looks so good that like even with like a BTS camera, it feels like they got the perspective right of where like the people are, and they build like actual pieces of like what the set would look. So it's not like they're just like standing on like a green platform. They actually like there's like rocks in front of them. They have like things they can interact with.
Yeah.
But the background, it's almost like a matte painting, but it's like a digital and it's moving and it's lit. And I was like, man, that is so cool. I mean, it's like having like a giant screen like art
Well,
behind
you're
you.
going to see a lot tomorrow.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Birthday present 2 years late.
Oh, what's going on tomorrow? What are you doing?
We're going to go, I don't know where it's called, but we're going to see where they make Baby Yoda. We're going to see all the Star Wars props.
Oh, honestly, you
That's
started
cool.
that sentence and I was like, where is this going? You had me in the first half. We're gonna see
Sock
where they
puppets.
make babies, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Babies.
So you're going
But we
to
were going
a
to see
porn,
the Baby
porn club.
Mandalorian, and then that damn COVID hit.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, cool.
Baby
Sounds good.
Mandalorian. Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Grogu.
Baby Yoda.
So that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah,
That sounds
that'll be
fun.
cool. Yeah.
Can you like
Yeah.
share it on Instagram and live and shit so we could, you
Yeah,
know,
we'll see what I can get away with.
What
before
they let us do.
vicariously live through
Lucasfilm
you?
just locks us away forever. If you never see us again, it's because I probably took a photo I wasn't supposed
Or
to.
stole something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Tried to.
obviously.
Do
Don't
not
break
tell
any
them I
NDAs
have
or
a
whatever.
piece of the spaceship, okay?
Yeah. 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 Don't ask me next week what I stole from Lucasfilm, because if I tell you, I'll go to jail.
Yeah.
It'll just be between me and TJ and the wall.
You'll forget about that like 6 months later, and in trailer talk, you'll be like, and this cool thing, I got this off
Yeah.
the set of, and, or like,
Totally.
canceled,
Yeah.
in jail.
You
Bye.
just see some dude just like clock me out,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Camera goes black.
spear me to
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
Where'd that guy come from?
You have people everywhere, Drew.
He was there the entire
Your
time.
barista, fucking server
It's
that serves
Miles.
you your dinner.
He's
Yeah,
They're
like-
Lucas guys.
that's true. My wife is actually
They're
probably working.
waiting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to that green screen stuff, when we toured Sony for Uncharted, and you got to go in there, and I don't know how they do that, where they wear those suits and they carry those little things and
yeah.
they just touch points and boxes and
Yeah,
stuff.
the
like-
mocap stuff. Is
Yeah, hats off
Re-
to those guys as actors. They were able to
super
pull that shit
imagination.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pretend this block is a car, but like what?
Yeah,
Like,
And
okay.
they-
It's
they-
not even
they,
for
And
perspective.
they all get in the car, right?
Yeah,
they
yeah,
all get
yeah.
in it, and it's that stuff is insane how they do
I'd
that.
say it's
Yeah.
probably easier for theater actors.
Yeah, I would think so. Right, like black box theater kind of.
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
you
yeah.
kind of like.
Yeah.
You're
You
doing
have
a
to
lot of
have
that
that.
anyway. You're doing a lot of that imagination stuff, whereas I think a lot of film actors probably would have a lot of practical on-set stuff until they do something like sci-fi or fantasy or something.
Yeah, I guess so. I think there's if you're an actor, there's always a sense of like I'm here to make believe, like you're here to create, and I think you don't become that unless you have that ability to sort of like put yourself or create your own world that your character is in, So
Couldn't do it.
You don't
Just
think
not
so?
my. I couldn't do it. I'm not. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
I used to do a lot of theater in high school and improv and stuff, and I don't know. It
You?
was, yeah. I wasn't good at it. I never said I was good at it. Don't ask me to sing. God
True.
forbid.
I'm a potato.
Yeah. yeah. I'm a tree.
I once did improv, and then I made a Skyrim joke, and nobody laughed because nobody got it. And that was the punchline. Like that was the punch, and then
Right.
no one got it, so I had to continue. And I was like, that sucks. So I just left.
That-
I left
You know
improv
you're in
after
the
that. I was
wrong
like, no
crowd
one's
when-
gonna get my nerdy jokes. Forget this. I'm out.
Goodbye.
Take
Yeah,
care. Bye.
I've never had the bug. Thank God. That's a tough one
Never had the bug.
to act.
The acting
Oh,
bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's a skill, and not everybody has it. I'll give you
I
that.
think you gotta be a little
I do not.
crazy.
Yeah,
Little
probably a
crazy
little one side of the brain over the other for sure.
If they're too crazy now, they just become influencers.
Oh. Oh no.
I mean, so how do you
He
guys?
said that.
How do you, Steph? I'm curious. How do you think this is going to set up? So this is obviously the beginning of Phase 5. Where is this going? Like, so we're getting Kang. Some fucking crazy shit's going to go down. Like, obviously Ant-Man can't beat Kang, and then it's like, it's over. You know, like, where do you think this is going?
I think Kang is trying to find a way out of the quantum realm, and I think this is going to be his way out. Like he's got like slowly, like it's almost kind of like what we dealt with like with the first Avengers, and Loki was bringing in, you know, all those aliens from space, and they're coming in. So I don't think like the armies are gonna come in full blast, but I think he's gonna find his way out maybe, and so some people are gonna get left behind. I think some people could possibly die, and I think it's going to leave room maybe for Cassie to step up more into the world. Of like the Avengers or whatever. Like I think there's a lot of things at play that they've set up shortly, like throughout each TV show that they've done, all the movies that they've done in between Endgame and now.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, and I'm also curious. Like there's been a lot of artifacts, a lot of things. Like for instance, like you have the 10 rings, you have Kamala's bracelets.
Yeah.
So I think there are certain things that we've seen come along the way. So I'm curious to see if any of those are like factors that are going to help defeat Kang later on, and
I'm
like,
sure.
what other things. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like clearly they have to set Kang up as like if to be on the scale
Still
of
Ant-Man?
Thanos. Yeah, still
Okay,
Ant-Man.
sorry.
To be on the scale of Thanos, like I mean, you know, it was always interesting. I mean, they did a genius job when you first see Thanos fight. He takes on the Hulk and kicks his ass, and you're like, okay, this dude's not fucking around, right?
Yeah.
Like all right, this guy can take some, and it's going to take a lot of people to bring down Thanos. So it's going to be interesting how they set up, because I don't think anybody's looking at Ant-Man and being like, oh well, I mean like, I don't, you know, like Ant-Man and Thanos. Although Ant-Man did make a funny joke about like how he could take out Thanos really tiny. Up in the butt. You can't snap me away, buddy. That's not real. That's an oven mitt. That's not a real gauntlet.
Just make
Although it's pretty good
pretend.
on camera.
Just pretending.
Oh goodness.
A little lower.
Save it for the OnlyFans, you jerks. Don't give that shit out for free.
It's actually a pretty shitty oven mitt. By the
It
way.
is, man. You burn yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that to hold anything hot.
You're literally turning to ashes.
Oh, that's
That
a
would
Star
have been the
Trek.
line to use when he was reaching out for your. Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Wasted opportunity. Who
live
raised you
long
people?
and
Oh
prosper.
God.
This is the stuff we're going to give away on CouchSoup on
Wow.
the game. You win the games. This is all off our wall of... This one's actually used.
Yeah, I use that. It's a good, because
Wow.
the fork, it really gets in there, you know.
Oh.
Oh, it's dusty. Yeah, keep going, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
no,
Oh
you
my
you
God.
did interrupt, but it was worth it. I don't know. I'm just curious how they'll set up. Holy shit! Did I
What'd you
just
do?
unplug my headphones?
No, you're fine. Oh, maybe you did.
Did I unplug PJ's headphones?
You did.
I'm just curious how they're going to set up Kang to be kind of like the villain for that. Like
baddie.
you're going to have to assemble all these superheroes again to kind of defeat someone. So it'll be interesting. It'll be
He does
interesting.
have a
how they set
super
that up.
army though, and he looks badass.
It does look badass.
He
It does look
does.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a lot of folks. You know what I mean? Like that. He's got a lot of people.
So over this. You're so
Yeah.
over this.
Okay,
Next
so
time we'll
let's-
talk about a Christmas movie and you get excited. Jesus Christ.
There's
Yes,
so
it's
many
almost
this
time.
year.
Oh,
There's
it's
so
almost time.
many.
Oh God.
Hey,
After Halloween,
okay,
we can talk about
I like the thing we do where we talk about stuff we've watched.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do
you
that.
watched
Ladies
anything?
first.
Oh.
Go ahead, Steph.
Uh,
One time you don't have
I've
anything.
watched Stranger Things for the 11th time this month.
yes. I mean, I actually started rewatching a show called Call the Midwife. I really like it.
Oh, it's a great
And
show.
It's a great show. And then I've been listening to Wicked again because I'm waiting for that movie to be made so that I can go watch it. So I'm just waiting. But I don't know. I haven't watched anything. Well, I guess Serpent Queen. I'm catching up on that.
Oh, that's good.
Still love that. There's a lot of good things. White Lotus. I just finished season 1. So
It's good.
Season 2 looks good.
it does. What
Pagan?
about you?
I have just started watching Devil in Ohio. It's a series on Netflix.
I've seen it. Do you like it?
So far, I'm kind of like on the fence, and like my husband and I started watching it because it's basically a psychologist and a detective team up to find more about a satanic cult right in Ohio. And I was kind of like, ooh, this is cool. And then they start like slowly like insinuating maybe supernatural stuff, and I'm like, did not expect this. Kind of wanted a little bit more like on the nose, but okay. So I'm into maybe like 3 episodes. It's okay. I also did just binge watch 28 Days Haunted. Don't watch it.
20
Yeah, I saw that on Netflix. It looks shit.
It's fucking terrible. It's basically
it's up there on Netflix.
it's a science experiment. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And if you're gonna be asking right now, I do actually believe, but just this show was something else. The show is basically about 3 different haunted locations, and they send a team of 3 people, 3 paranormal investigators, into each haunted location. And the idea is to leave them in there for 28 days to see if the haunting experience will get like worse or more activity, and the veil between life and death will just be like really, really thin at the end of 28 days.
It sucked.
It's just weird. It's so badly like fake, but I'm kind of like, with those kind of shows, I really want at the end, like, sure, string me along for the whole season, I don't mind, but at the end just put a disclaimer to be like, some things were manipulated for the heightening of entertainment or whatever, because people are gonna be like, damn, that was real. And I'm gonna be like, no, that wasn't. Like, there's so many
Faces of
investigators.
Death 4.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be like a real, like, it's like, I think my wife had this on in the background, and I was like, what is this? And it's like all shot in like a night vision and black. Is that the one?
I hate that shit.
It's like,
She's not onto Christmas shows yet. I mean, she's got to get going.
Well, it's Halloween. She's in the
Yeah,
Halloween
it's
vibe.
Halloween vibe. So
There's
I will
very few
say
good Halloween
that
shows.
the series is kind of like both, actually. Devil in Ohio and the 28 Days Haunted. Look, if you're in for something like quote unquote spooky vibe or like a little eerie vibe, then sure, why not go watch it? But I have a problem with the fact that it's like depicted as fact or real science,
Right.
and I'm like, the problem is stuff is really clearly manipulated. And I saw an article in The Guardian, I think, and it was like 28 Days Haunted, the show that will make you roll your eyes the hardest you ever have in your whole life type thing. And I'm like, that is so true. I was just eye rolling the whole time.
It's like when they're like, oh, the door closed. Be like, it's because somebody fucking shut it. Like,
Yeah.
or it's like, I was like, what's that noise back? Like something, you hear something fall. I was watching it, I was like, I was probably just the AD fucking tripped over a fucking boom.
Yeah,
like, or something
that's
on
the thing,
floor.
you know. And
You know, you're like,
I have a lot of like, because there are shows on YouTube and stuff like that I do watch, like the We Are Watcher show, the Ghost Files. I actually think that's
So
great
good.
because you have a skeptic and a believer. It doesn't like why would they manipulate anything? Because if they don't manipulate it and something happens, this team are like, fuck yeah. And if something doesn't happen, the skeptic's like, yeah, because ghosts aren't real. Like, that's why I like those kind of shows that are like actually trying to do something that don't manipulate evidence. So yeah, anyway, if you are interested in that kind of thing, why not go watch it? It'll be like an eerie vibe in your house. If not, don't bother. If you actually like paranormal investigative shows, you're probably gonna roll your eyes.
Yeah, I'm not into that shit.
There you go.
Because of our other show, Decoding Dragons, which is a great show.
yeah.
Great show.
I got back into
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragons,
Yeah.
and I'm really loving it. And I got the last 2 to do.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
No
back into
spoilers.
that. But I watched something last night, and I challenged the 3 of you to watch it and come back and tell me what you think about it. Now, this movie you cannot watch with your cell phone. Do you ever hear those people, you watch a movie and they're on their cell phone and they go, oh, I didn't get it. Or they're like, oh, what happened there? What happened there? I hate when people hate that.
I'm the same.
You got to watch this movie, put your cell phone down. Don't worry, darling.
Oh, I want to see that.
Why do you want to
You
see
know
that? That's
the
with Harry
one
Styles.
with the Harry Styles and
Florence
Olivia
Pugh,
Wilde
Olivia
movie.
Wilde, yeah. Chris Pine.
I'm starting to think now they've made all that shit up that's going on set just to get some sort of publicity for the movie.
Yeah.
I'm totally starting to think that. But I really, really liked it.
Really?
Okay.
It does not go where you think it goes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
science fiction.
Yeah. No, I'm aware.
You know that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've read some reviews, so I.
Oh, you did?
I kind of.
I went into it nothing. Sky
probably-
wanted to watch it because she likes Harry Styles.
Yeah, yeah.
I went into it straight, and I enjoyed it. The
That's
acting
cool.
was good.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
I hear it's good. I hear the acting's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. I hear Harry Styles is actually pretty
Surprisingly good.
He's a
yeah.
good actor. I
Surprisingly
like
good.
him.
And I hear it's not a bad
And
film.
since we're on the topic of Marvel, what's her name? I can't pronounce her last name.
Pugh. Florence Pugh
Pugh?
from Black Widow.
She's in
Oh, I
there, and
love
she
her.
does a great job.
Yeah.
She's
She's
a really
incredible.
good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I recommend. I'd like you guys to watch it. Come back and tell me what you think about it.
Yeah.
But I watched it last night, and I was like,
Yeah, I want to see
pretty
it.
good. For next one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good reco. If anything, for Spitgate that came out to where Harry Styles. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
On
Oh yeah.
The meme
Yeah.
of him spinning it.
Oh man,
I didn't actually do it. It just
spitting
looked
on
like
Chris
it.
Pine.
So
So
stupid.
the internet doing its job. There's like one where some
Doing
guy
its
animated
job.
like him like dropping a donkey on his lap.
Oh,
Yes,
Chris is
I've
like,
seen that. Yeah. The clips,
It's
the edits
so
are great.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
great.
Man, I mean, I don't know. I was all into the drama. Like I loved it. I don't know why. You know what? I went on vacation. I did a little trip on vacation, and
Really, you'd call that a vacation?
yeah, well,
Okay.
not really. Yeah.
No.
And I was fortunate. There was this show everybody was talking about, and I know I'm behind the game on this, but there's it's called The Bear, and it's on FX.
Oh, it's so good.
It's about this chef who's like a world-renowned
Oh,
chef.
right, I saw that. Is it good?
It's I haven't finished it, but what I've seen is it's just incredible. It's just like one of those shows that's tapped into something that if you're a foodie, you're gonna love it. If you'd like family drama, you're gonna love it. If you like,
Is it a true story?
if you like
it's live, like real stuff?
no, I don't know if it's a true story. It's not like a documentary. It's a drama, scripted drama.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's about this guy who's a culinary chef. He French Laundry, like one of the best chefs in the world. His brother dies, and he inherits this like kind of rinky-dink like eatery in Chicago, like that kind of makes like meat sandwiches. Like that's what it's known for. It's been around a long time. It's not like it's like a staple. But he's trying to come in, and it's got like it's just like he's got like this like cousin or brother-in-law that's like kind of like all up in his shit. All the other chefs there kind of like stuck in their ways, and he's gonna like help bring the homage drama, like you see them making stuff and you're learning like how he's like talking about how he's like trying to elevate making something. I don't know what it taps into that like weird part of my brain where
You consider yourself a foodie?
I don't know if I consider myself a foodie, but I worked in the restaurant business. I was a waiter for a long time. I liked that. I always wanted a show that kind of captured the essence of that, like what a kitchen really is like.
One shift is not a long time.
No, not a long time. I put myself
Drew,
through.
can we have a talk?
Yeah.
Your thumb is on the plate. Do not lick it and put it back on the plate.
Yeah. Why? I don't understand. You can't eat the food.
No.
All right.
No more taste testing, Drew.
I don't know. Go give it a shot.
It's good.
John Barenthal makes like a surprise guest appearance as like
Oh, I
the
love
brother in a
him.
flashback that does. And there's a scene that's just incredible. It's like him telling a story, and he's got the accent, the Chicago, like there's like this accent, and it's like one of those moments. And then the scene that it cuts to is his brother trying to tell the same story and just falling completely flat, like on a date, and you're just like, man, it's like written like you've lived in this moment. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those shows.
Yeah.
It's like Mad Men when you watch a show and
I
you're
wanna
like,
watch it.
and you're like, man, I've lived that moment in some fashion. You know, like I was in. It's like it's written in that fashion. It feels so real. So go
I'm
check
gonna
it
do
out.
that. Thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
will.
it's a good one.
Why does everything feel like facetious when you say that? It just doesn't feel like
I
you're
always think
being
of Drew
genuine.
when you say that word.
Genuine. You think of what?
Facetious.
Don't know.
All right, wrap this up. Let's go. We're gonna go back to work. What are we doing next week? We here again?
Yeah, we're here
Oh,
again.
can we talk about the Halloween special?
Oh shit! Yeah, let's
The
do it.
Halloween
Jeez, I
special.
can't throw it up for you high enough.
Yay. It's gonna
Tell-
be fun.
Steph, tell us about it. It's your idea. Go.
Yes, so we are going to be throwing a little Halloween party. It's going to be live on Friday at 2 p.m. PST.
This Friday?
This Friday.
This Friday.
Halloween costumes are recommended.
They're not required.
No,
Not
I mean,
part.
But recommended.
I'll save my OnlyFans then for later.
Okay.
Okay. But it's going to be fun. We're going to play Jackbox games where we have a few community members who are going to be special guests who are going to join us and play games with us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah. All Halloween themed. It's gonna be good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, why do I have
What are
a
you doing, PJ?
somebody? Did you?
I was trying to move the cursor over
What are you
here.
doing?
You're
Why are
sharing
you playing the intro?
I don't
To
know.
our show.
intro, and you've moved your
Oh,
screen.
no, I'm not. I was trying to get over to this button.
Get
I
get
have
it
no
off,
idea what-
Drew.
why
Make
are you
it stop.
ending- Why are you doing that? I'm trying. I don't. PJ has the reins, and you know what happens when he has control? Bad things.
Do I
Bad
push
things.
something else?
Jesus Christ. It's like a kid. It's like
Sorry.
it's like you have. Do you have ADD? Do you have a
Little bit.
condition?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. A little bit.
Halloween special, and then we
But we
have.
should. Costume's not mandatory. You gonna wear a costume? I'm gonna wear a
Oh
costume.
yeah, I'm
wearing
wearing
a
a costume.
costume.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're all wearing costumes, but I
I'd
mean, it's
figure
not
something
mandatory. I
out.
mean, we're not gonna force you to. That's true. I have a feeling.
Is there candy?
I have an idea what Pagan will be.
Is there candy?
You do? What? What is it? Oh, actually, I do have a really good
BYOC.
idea.
BYOC.
Yes. Bring your own candy.
Yeah, can't be me again. You did that last year.
And you can't be
did-
me. You did that the year before.
I know, but I can't be Stephanie because I would just be like,
It's me.
Just change your headphones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
We're the same person.
Nailed it.
So yeah.
It's perfect.
Maybe I should. I'll just
are.
change my name to Stephanie,
Yeah.
and that's perfect. That's my Halloween costume.
There you
Let me
go.
scream grab your background real
You
quick.
guys should just coordinate. You should coordinate the same outfit. That way, actually, people are like confused and be like, "Wait, what? Which one's Stephanie?"
Listen,
We could.
Ganger.
I might do that.
good.
I do have
Well,
an
2
idea,
p.m.
but
You
I
do
don't
own the
know
one-
if it'll. I don't know if it'll
Yeah,
pay off.
on YouTube.
So we'll see.
CouchSoup on YouTube.
I do have an idea.
All right,
We'll see.
all right. I don't
Well,
know when
please
I'm
come
gonna
and
be.
join us.
I have to dig something out of the closet. Are you going live tomorrow, Pagan? On the Twitch?
Yes, we're gonna go live on Cracked at 7 p.m. Irish time, so
She
11
forgot
a.m.
for a second. She's like,
PST.
"Why am I going live?"
No, I am. I'm gonna go live. I just don't know what I'm gonna play. Probably Poppy's Playtime Chapter 2.
Alright.
I know that people have been asking for Dead Space 2, but we do have Callisto Protocol coming out in 2nd of December, so it wouldn't give me enough time to play all of Dead Space 2 before that comes out. So we'll see. It could be loosey-goosey, and we'll just be like, fuck it. We'll just do Dead Space 2, but like speedrun it. But yeah.
Speedrun Dead Space 2.
Yeah, speedrun Dead Space 2.
Alright,
But yeah,
that's
we'll go
cool.
live with
Poppy
And then-
something
and then-
fun and scary tomorrow.
All right, that'll be good. Oh yeah, there's got to be a good it's Halloween week. I feel like you got to do something scary.
Play
a
that
lot of-
Friday the 13th game.
Oh yeah,
It's
maybe
Friday the 13th. There's also
13th.
Mortuary
Yeah, that could be
Assistant.
fun.
They were all recommended as well.
Oh yeah, Mortuary Assistant. Yeah, yeah. Good Halloween scare
Terrifying.
fest on
Yeah.
Twitch, 11 a.m. PST. And then your last episode of Poppy Playtime goes up on CouchSoup tomorrow, and then on YouTube on Thursday.
Yep.
That was fun. I watched that. That was some scary shit.
That was very scary.
And by the way, you can Pagan. I think you sent me on Instagram like a shot of you can buy the doll.
You can buy the
Poppy,
doll.
And I was like, oh hell no.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
send
No.
it to
Hell
you
That
no.
is like the
in the
one.
mail, and it'll just have nothing in it, just the
No.
doll. I actually wish I'd never said anything.
The next Instagram you're gonna get back is that doll burning in a bucket on fire. That's what I'm gonna do to that thing. It's terrifying.
Well,
Don't anger it,
Yeah,
That's a
Drew.
Nolan. Is it clown like?
Don't
It's a
anger it.
Nolan.
it's
Yeah,
huggy
oh
wuggy.
yeah, it's kind of like it looks like it could be the cuddliest little thing, but it has this weird smile with teeth
No.
and weird eyes.
Maybe we should
and
just
it's,
send it
not
to Nolan
good.
anyway.
It's
Mr.
not
Fuck it,
good.
Gumby,
he'll
but
like
no.
it.
Yeah.
Keep it on his wall. It's okay.
We should send it to Nolan.
When
We
I
should.
was in
Yes.
New York, I went to this restaurant and it was all done Halloween crazy clowns. So I sent that to him.
Oh shit. That's
Oh my god, he would
Nope,
die.
not funny.
Not funny.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
That is
you
some
would've
scary
been-
shit.
No.
That's some scary shit.
And then we had the last episode of Decoding Dragons comes out today on CouchSoup, and then tomorrow as a podcast from the season finale of that House of the Dragon, and we'll
Crazy
see what
finale.
show comes up next for that podcast. It could be we might do a little one-off series, maybe a one-off recap of Andor, maybe a one-off recap of Star Wars, or sorry, I already said Andor, Star Wars, and then or Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. So
Wow,
maybe do a
that'd
couple
be good.
one-offs, and then we'll see what next series comes up next. And then what else? What else we got going on? Anything else? Am I missing anything, guys?
Christmas.
We have
Christmas is coming.
Get Good is like we obviously finished with the Uncharted playthrough, but just to let everybody know, I know that we had a few questions in chat as well. Get Good is going to be on a little bit of a break because Liam is expecting a newborn sometime soon. I don't know if he's already had the baby yet, but just to let everybody know that that's going to be a little bit of a break so he can have some dad time.
Number 2,
Yeah.
Dad time.
That's sweet. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's so nice. I feel like a less of a man around him. Like he's
Well,
so nice.
It's the nice part that makes
He's
you
a
feel like less
sweetheart.
of a man.
Yeah.
Well,
he's-
not as handsome or physique.
Right. Sky had to look after the baby once.
Yeah. Oh, Harrison. Yeah.
Harrison.
And we came back, and she gave Harrison back to Liam, and Liam left, and she's like, "I'm never having a kid."
It's the best birth control. Totally.
Do that.
Oh man.
Like, I
Give
couldn't
somebody a
leave it alone
toddler.
for 1 second.
Yeah. You give somebody a toddler for 2 hours, and they'll
Never have kids.
They'll wrap it up. They'll probably get.
Speaking of wrap it up,
Yep, let's wrap this week for more trailer talk. Thanks to Movie Palette. Go check out moviepalette.com. Get 15% off Red Bear 15. That not only supports them, but it supports us when you do things like that. It supports the show, keeps it going. And we love you.
come
for
join
that.
us over at CouchSoup.
Yeah, CouchSoup.com. New articles almost every day, guys. New stuff is getting put out. Some great stuff to read. Videos are going up every other day, basically, for content. If you join a member, there's plenty of tiers from free to $100, however you want to support. So we'd love it. Join this awesome community of cool people. They're basically nerds like us. So come hang out, and can't wait to see you there and hang out.
Alrighty.
That's
Bye-bye.
That's my sales pitch.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye now.